Frequently, you despise who you have become. Your childhood ideals and ambitions are a distant memory. Every day is the same routine. You're surrounded by people who don't appreciate you. You're only doing what you're doing to impress other people, keeping undesirable habits alive, being unmotivated. I've been there before. To turn things around, you can make a few simple changes right away. Become the person you've always imagined yourself to be. Win the game of life. Invest in yourself. You must invest in yourself to progress as a person. Consider taking an online course. On sites like EDX, many free courses are covering a wide range of subjects. Every week, try to learn something new. It's a fantastic way to extend your horizons. Never stop learning new things. According to studies, 85% of self-made billionaires read at least 2 books per month. This covers works in psychology, leadership, and self-help, as well as self-improvement publications such as how-tos. It is your ongoing desire to learn more that'll set you apart from the competition. Rather than tangible objects, invest in experiences. Memories are formed by experiences, and social bonds are strengthened. Build deep, meaningful relationships with people. Show gratitude when someone does you a favor. We like being recognized. If I perform someone a favor and they demonstrated real thanks, I'll be more motivated to aid them in the future. Please don't be late. It's inconsiderate and impolite. 5 minutes early is on time is late. Late is unacceptable, I always say to myself. Rather than arriving late to a meeting or event, arrive early and wait. One of the most effective methods to form a bond with someone is to ask them for a favor. Benjamin Franklin was the 7th of 17 children born in 1706. In 1736, he was appointed clerk of the General Assembly, which was his first advancement. He was nominated for clerk again the next year, but this time, a new member spoke out against him and in support of his opponents. He was irritated by this member's opposition. He described himself as a gentleman of riches and education, with skills that would certainly lead to his wielding significant political power in the future. Franklin intended to acquire his favor without paying him any servile respect. Franklin learned that the man's library contained a rare book. As a result, he wrote him a note asking if he would be willing to lend it to him for a few days. The man complied, and Franklin returned it with a thank you message within a week. The man talked to him for the first time the following time they met, and he did it with great civility. They grew to be great friends, and their bond lasted until he died. Surround yourself with intelligent, interesting people. Assemble a group of people who are smarter than you. Every time they talk, they give information and wisdom. Being among individuals you can learn from is the only way to evolve and grow as a person. People who disagree with your point of view, you'll be forced to be more analytical and logical as a result of this. Be willing to let go of any previous beliefs you may have held. The prison of conventional knowledge is a prison. Everything should be questioned. Just because you've always believed something doesn't mean you have to keep believing it. Intelligence is defined as the ability to adapt to changing circumstances and draw near conclusions based on fresh data. Build good habits. Netflix is one of my favorite pastimes. Pizza is also one of my favorite foods. However, it's critical to strike a healthy balance, not between Netflix and pizza. Instead of binge-watching the next show, how about going for a long walk? All truly brilliant thoughts are conceived while walking, Nietzsche stated. There's also the benefit of exercise, reflection, and fresh air. Getting rid of negative behaviors is an important part of developing positive habits. However, habits do not vanish overnight, and any attempt to do so would almost certainly fail. A habit cannot be thrown out the window. It must be coaxed down the steps one step at a time, remarked Mark Twain. Begin small. Over time, chip away at it until it's completely gone. Don't dwell on regret. Move on. Never regret your past, rather, embrace it as the teacher that it is. All of your decisions have to lead you to this point. We've all made errors before. We make decisions that we later come to regret. But it's because of these bad choices that we've been able to learn. It enables us to make better selections in the future, to evolve, mature, and expand.